My name's David, and I've got an old 1990 Ford pickup truck. It's an F-250, although somebody before me put a 350 badge on it. I guess it gives it more power or something. I don't know. No, that's not what it does. But anyway, I've been doing a lot of work on this old thing, and because it needs it, apparently. And I thought, I really wish that there were YouTube videos out there for guys like me trying to do work and just trying to do things themselves, and there aren't really a lot of them for the work that I've been doing. Today, what I've got is tailgating. I'm having tailgate problems. Obviously, the make it happen or opener doesn't work. The outside's all intermolated and whatnot. It's got problems. But I went to the junkyard, found me a sweet red tailgate, and yeah, I'm going to try and replace them. I'm going to be doing a little bit more than just popping one off, sticking one on, and I thought, I bet people will want to watch that. So follow me along, and we'll get this tailgate put on. So as you guys can see, the handle, it's the Wi-Fi kind, and then well, you look down the top here, and somebody had this covered with diamond plate, but very clearly that is not straight in any way, shape, or form. And then if you pop your eyes down that line right there, that's about as straight as 3 o'clock, pretty sure. But anyway, my biggest fear is I love the fact that there's these Ford letters in the tailgate. I can't find another one that has these. I haven't seen one that's this body style from 87 to 91, not even from 92 to 96 either. Most of them are either flat or they have the little bar that goes across the bottom here and it says Ford over here in the corner, and that's it. I have not seen one of these trucks, either the brick nose or the arrow nose, with this lettering on the tailgate. So I would like to keep that. So that's what I'm going to do. As you can see, I'm trying to get you in the light. We got more problems in here. This is all rusted. It's not quite right. These rods here, you can pull them, and I made it so that they would open this way, but you got to reach over and tug it in, and it just isn't good. Also, all of this, somebody did a terrible paint job on it. I'm going to obviously have to paint the new one, but this is just horrible. Like, this job is not good, not conducive to a well-working tailgate. These have obviously seen better days. It looks like somebody went fishing with them in the ocean and forgot about them for, I don't know, 13.5 years. But yeah, so this is my old tailgate. There's a new one. Oh, just giving you a look. So, what we got here is an old tailgate out of the junkyard, and I found it very straight. I'm actually really impressed that I went to a junkyard. The truck, it looked like it got hit on both sides for the doors. Probably an insurance claim, and they didn't want to pay the, $6,000 it would cost to replace the truck, and I don't know. That's about me. But anyway, I got this tailgate at the junkyard for $40. I know, it's a lot of doll hairs. I had to cut them. But anyway, as you can see, it's got much straighter top. This was well cared for. It's got a little bit of a dent here. But anyway, this is my new tailgate. It's going to be. And I'm going to do a little bit of work to it, make it look good. But like I said, this middle panel here is going to come out. This silver piece comes right off. It's got, 6-8 bolts on the back side. And they're going to just come out. This will pop right off. And then I'm going to take my old tailgate, which is over there on the ground. I'm going to take it and I'm going to cut out along these lines my letters, my Ford letters. And then I'm going to take this one, lay the old one over it, lay it on top, possibly, adhesive it down somehow, nice and easy. And then use a very easy to remove adhesive, something simple like tape or something, okay? And then I'm going to cut both of them together That way, I know that they line up exactly. Then I'll take some magnets, pop them in there, and I will spend the next 42 million years welding that back in, welding my letters into this tailgate. So, without further ado, let me show you what I'm talking about. Say hello to Moose and Mike. Hey Mike. Hi Moose. There's the old tailgate. By the way, these things weigh about 40 million pounds. They are not light. They are annoying. Anyway, these are the bolts I was talking about. These right here, 6 of them, which are Allen, or no, star key is what it looks like to me. Yeah, star. They're going to come off, and then that silver panel should pop right off, and that's the easy part. Hey guys, I'm back. My wife and I actually decided we were going to go ice skating. So I took her ice skating. You can see that, you know, it was a lot of fun. But anyway, scenery's changed a little bit. Stuff is moved around. And that's fine. Just, you know, got to get some tools. Got to figure out which size these little things are. Good. Wait. Somebody help me figure out why. I got it. That was easy. Alright, that's not the right size. T15, probably a T20. Join bet. Next size up. Logical decision. T20. Boom. Man, that fits so good too. So impressed. My powers of deduction are very good. Can't slip anything by me. By the way, they were all the wrong size. I had to buy some. This panel should just come off. Maybe not. Technical difficulties. Alright guys, so like I said, these 6 screws here are going to come off. And then we've got 2 nuts over here. You can see one here and one there, and they're hanging on to the back side of that thing. So we're just going to say goodbye to those. That's one. Well, who put that there? That's just a bad spot. Don't fight with me, I win. We're going to come over here and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to zip this one off. This one. We're going to get in here. Fight with it. Pop that one off too. It took my socket with it. It didn't. Got it back. It's okay. So, like I said, that piece popped right off. And now you can kind of see what I was talking about. Yeah, we don't need that. Anyway, you can kind of see what I was talking about. The lettering on my tailgate versus these ones, most of them are just flat. And there's no, you know, there's nothing that, you know, makes it special. And I feel like mine is special, and I want to take those letters and stick them on the back side of this one. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, first thing we're going to do is cut out the old one, and that's terrifying. Okay, you two, this is what I'm thinking. We're going to cut, because we have 2 lines here, we basically have this body line and this body line. I want to weld to this body line whenever I put in the new, whenever I take this piece and I put it into the new tailgate, I want to weld into that groove right there. Don't ask me why, I have no reason. But we also have on this side the same thing, this body line and this body line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this panel on these outside body lines right here. I'm going to bring it all the way to the edge, go down, and then all the way out to the outer edge again. That way, whenever I take this panel and I lay it on top of the new tailgate, then I can tape it down or whatever, and then cut both panels along this body line, and then inside, obviously, however far I want, and then this body line, the inside one, all the way down. And then that way I'll ensure that this panel will fit on that tailgate exactly where I cut that one out. So I'm gonna use my angle grinder. I'm gonna get at it and I'll see you after. All right guys, I finished cutting off the Ford piece and she should just pop right out of here. Look at that. There we go. It says Ford. Perfect. Big old Ford across there. I'm really anxious to see if this will actually, fit up to the other panel. And I'm hoping that it does, because I really would like to retain these letters. And I'm liking how nice and easy this metal was to cut. On the way in, we're going to have to, for the next one, we're going to have to measure this distance here and possibly cut on this side of it, because I don't want to get into the structural piece of this steel. And I did, obviously I went all the way to the edge as far as I could, just for this circumstance, because I wanted to make sure that I could get enough material to actually deal with this. And man, it's crazy. You can see how bent this thing is in here. I'll bring you guys in for a closer look. So if you look, you can see like it looks pretty good inside actually, but man, look at this gap right here. And it was actually tearing because the support brace here is nice and straight, but the tailgate was just so bent that it was not able to withstand, the pressures, and it started actually cracking. You can see right here, crack there, and then over here, you can see the separation in this piece here, right there. See all the separation there. Fit almost. I can fit my finger under there. That's how bent this thing was, guys. And I'm not playing around here. I didn't want this bent up, beat up piece of junk on my truck anymore. It worked as a tailgate, but it did not work as looking good. So anyway, I'll get back with you. So guys, I was just doing a quick test fit just to see if it would lay down flat, and it is absolutely perfect. Same exact tailgate, it's perfect, it's fine. And I'm really lucky because you see these holes here. This tailgate, my tailgate, actually had one of those on it previously, and I took it off because I hated it, and that's when I found these letters and loved them. But, so I'm actually kind of lucky in this sense, because if I get the valleys to line up nice and tight, and I make sure that they're snug down on there, right where I'm going to cut, I'm going to cut in here, these holes are actually pretty close. I might be able to just stick some bolts through there, and instead of using tape, just tighten those down a little bit, and bam, we've got this thing stuck on here, and that'll give us the ability to come in and lay down some tape on these lines, and then come back and zip zip along those lines, and that'll give us our straight cut we need, and then we can start the process of welding this thing back in. I'm excited, guys, but anyway, that is about as far as I think I'm going to get tonight. I might wash down the tailgate and clean it up a little bit, the red one, and get it ready to smack this one on there, and then tomorrow we can cut it out and then hopefully zip it back in there with a welder real quick. And I'm just going to be using a little Harbor Freight welder. I'm not a professional welder. I'm, far from it. But we can get a lot done with a little Harbor Freight. So we do our best. Anyway, this is coming along great, and I'm super stoked about it. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon, tomorrow.